Hi, this is Arlinda McKinley, and I am presenting Multimedia Product 4, where we talked about to teach a concept, and the design principle is contrast. I'm using Zoom for this presentation. I normally use, I've used Canva before, but I'm using Zoom for this one. So bear with me because it's been a while since I've used it. So I am going to talk about teaching gratitude in SEL classes. And I want to begin with It's a Thankful Thursday. When I teach students with disabilities on Thursdays are the days that we talk about gratitude and we complete gratitude activities. So my students know that on Thursdays is Thankful Thursdays, and that is what we're going to talk about. We looked at Merriam-Webster dictionary and looked up the definition for gratitude, which is the state of being grateful. And then we looked up grateful, the definition being appreciative of benefits received. So when we talk about SEL students, those students are studying social emotional learning. In my experience, those students have behavior goals on their IEP and or they are placed in alternative learning classes because of behavior problems, whether it's being sent for detention or in school suspension. And I found this on Pinterest. It's a Wordle, and this could be useful in the classroom just to have so that students have the words in front of them often. You can either make a big poster board of it or run off copies for each student and laminate, and then they can have it and they can see grateful and gratitude and other words that are related to gratitude, such as appreciative, blessings, thankful, sincerely, and several other words. It's always important for me, for my students, to have something that's colorful for them, something that's engaging for them. And so when I saw this, I thought, oh, this would work perfectly. What are the benefits of practicing gratitude? Expressing gratitude internalizes good vibes. When you see something, you're like, oh, I'm so grateful for my home or my family. And I think for my students, they always say they're grateful for their parents, they're grateful for their home, for their siblings, for their toys, for their game systems. It helps to reduce symptoms of depression. Oftentimes, even as adults, we can get down about things that are not going well or things that we don't have. Gratitude allows us that moment to see goodness and to see that we have abundance, and that can help with symptoms of depression. Oh, I just said this. It helps to see that goodness surrounds them. So many children often don't think that there's goodness around them. Maybe they've been told negative things about themselves, or maybe they've had some negative experiences and they don't see the good. So I think it's important for students to practice gratitude just so they can understand like you are a good person, you are a good student. And if you keep reinforcing that for them, I believe it helps to build up self-esteem. So when we're looking at activities for gratitude or gratitude activities, you can play matching games. All of these slides were created in Canva. So you can create slides with words related to gratitude. You can do matching games to match the words, or you can have a word in the definition. And so a student would have to look up match the word with the definition. Or if you want to put all the definitions two sets of definitions and have them match the definitions. And those could be activities where they get used to the words also, and also get acquainted with the definition and have an opportunity to have some fun learning about gratitude. Another activity is to keep a daily gratitude journal. It could be in their notebook, or they can use paper as an activity to make a journal and each day write out maybe 3 to 5 things that they're grateful for. And honestly, for some students, they will write out the same thing every day, and that is perfectly fine because also a lot of students, some students have apprehension with writing. So that also gives them an opportunity to practice gratitude and to practice their writing skills. And that's always awesome for them to experience. Another thing with a gratitude list, students are using Google Docs. They can make the gratitude list, make a new file every day, or put different dates on a sheet of paper. And that way, if they don't want to write, they can type it in and send it to their teacher, and that could be their gratitude journal. Excuse me. I found the next activities in Teacher Pay Teacher. And so this is the gratitude jar thankful writing activity. The object here is fill this jar with things you are thankful for. So what they do on each circle, they would write what they're grateful for. Could be mom, dad, dog, home, school, teacher, anything. And then this also gives them an opportunity to be creative. After they've written the things that they're grateful for in their gratitude jar, then they could color it. They can take it home and show their family, or teachers can maybe make a gratitude wall and include their artwork or their gratitude jar up on the gratitude wall. I really, really like this. Was a lot of fun. I am thankful for. Think of things you are thankful for that start with each letter. And this was a little challenging, and we did this together. We did this as a group. And then if students would get stuck, what we would do is go around and ask, well, who had something for letter C? And I would allow students to write out what that student had for their answer, and then we would just go on. But this is a lot of fun for kids to think about what they're thankful for and starting with each letter. This is a little different. Think of things you're thankful for and write them down. So here you don't have the letters, and they can write as many as they want, as little as they want. Like, these activities aren't graded per se, like a weighted grade. It could be a participation grade. It could be, I know, one young lady who had a rubric last week, she used like a check minus, a check plus. So it could be something like that, but making sure they're at least writing one or two things. And what could happen, let's say they wrote one or two things on that Thursday. Well, maybe next Thursday, give them the same sheet of paper, put that day's date on it, and then let them write two or three more things. So those are some activities there. And again, it is a Thankful Thursday. And what I'm thankful for is to be able to share just the little bit I know about teaching gratitude. And I hope that this was informative for you. And I hope that you have had a wonderful Thursday.